Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and make this video. This is pretty fascinating. This is one of the neatest things I've seen in a long time. So this is a new project. First of all, you need to have MetaMask downloaded on either Chrome or Firefox to take advantage of this. You just come to metamask.io, get Firefox add-on or Brave browser if you use that, or the Chrome. Right here, it will show up on your computer. Now, once it shows up here, basically this is kind of like an Ether wallet. It's for your Ethereum. So Ethereum is obviously the second biggest cryptocurrency, but this is the reason you need this is because of this here. This is the neatest thing I've come across in a long time. In all the world of altcoins, this one's fascinating. And quite honestly, it kind of pokes fun at cryptocurrency. It pokes fun at BitConnect. It pokes fun at Ponzi schemes. It's really a bit of a joke, but it's a joke. It's a bit of a satire, but it's a joke that's fascinating and probably can be very profitable. I've already invested in it, and it's pretty fascinating to watch. I mean, proceed with caution. Take your own risk. If you follow my advice and lose money and you want to blame me, you're an idiot. So, but however, it is fascinating nonetheless. A blockchain managed smart pyramid app, that's important, in 3 dimensions. Pretty much an open source, another important word, simulation. Oh, shoot. Go back. Where is it at? Here it goes. Pretty much an open source simulation of what BitConnect said it was doing. What could go wrong? How does that work? Instead of taking a standard developer trading fee for ourselves, the fee is split among all holders of the token. 10% of all trading volume our cryptocurrency ever experiences is set completely aside for you, the token holders, as Ethereum to withdraw at any time. So if those of you who are familiar with BitConnect, or any of the other lending platforms, you'll know that you lended to, supposedly you were lending to an algorithm. It would lock up your tokens for so long. And that's kind of how they supported the price in theory. And then you lend back, your token amount based off of a dollar amount, essentially back to the robot. And you got a percentage each and every day, depending on the lending platform. So the way they work is, think of it as an exchange. Typically on an exchange, if you buy or sell a stock, or if you buy or sell an ICO, or even if you buy and sell Bitcoin, there's always a bid price and there's always an ask and a bid. So there's 2 prices. And typically it's a small spread of 1 or 2 or 3%. With the proof of weak hands, with the proof of weak hands token, the spread is 10%. If you sell, anytime you sell, and I believe it's also on the buy side as well, you basically, so if you have, hypothetically $100 worth and you sell, then you're going to get $90 back. Now, if you bought in for $50 and the token went up to $100 and you sold and you got 90 back, then you made 90 on your 50, you got a pretty good return, but you end up paying a 10% commission for that sale. The 10% commission gets split among all token holders. The fee is split between all holders of the token. So let's keep going. Open source. So this means that it's verifiable. This is a blockchain. This is not a website. So every Ethereum transaction is handled by a piece of unchangeable blockchain programming known as a smart contract. This is a smart contract. This is the genius of this, and this is the only risk. If the smart contract is ever hacked, smart contracts can be hacked. Hopefully they did their work to make certain that it's not hackable. However, that is the only potential risk. The great thing about this isn't relying on a middleman. Everything is open source. You can see it on the blockchain, on the Ethereum transaction. If you understand how to look at blockchains, I am not an expert on blockchains, but I get it. I can tell when my transactions send and receive, etc. You can see all of your transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. No need to fear. You're only entrusting your hard-earned Ethereum to an algorithm robot accountant. Again, there's a ton of satire here. Running on a decentralized blockchain network created by a Russian madman worth billions, enforced by subsidized Chinese GPU farms that are consuming an amount of electricity larger than most of rural countries. They're making fun of Ethereum, by the way. Welcome to cryptocurrency. Your tokens are safe, or somebody would be yelling at us by now. So smart exchange. So no, again, it's total satire. To facilitate the trade and purchase of what essentially the cryptocurrency form of Social Security, we've created our own again, Satire. What's essentially the cryptocurrency form of Social Security. We've created our own custom exchange to allow you to trade and track your tokens. Track the token's trade volume and your projected income. Laugh at all the other idiots putting Ethereum into this madness. Stop laughing because that's a lot of Ethereum. Buy more. FOMO back in. For each token added or removed from circulation, the price of the token increases or decreases automatically by a fractional amount of Ethereum. When people buy, your tokens are worth slightly more. When they sell, slightly less. Got to have a little sadness every once in a while so you know when the good times come. Mining. The token's namesake is a feature we lovingly call proof of weak hands, Ethereum mining algorithm. Simply put, when someone else has weak hands, meaning they sell, either buying into a smart contract, transferring tokens, or selling back the contract, there's a 10% fee. So you can transfer the tokens to another token holder, you can buy them and sell them. There's always a 10% fee. Anyone who owns tokens gets a personal cut of every weak-handed trade. You can withdraw this cut at any time in Ethereum from the smart contract pool, no fee attached. You see that cute snake? You get your own. He'll generate passive income for you no matter what the token price is. Okay. You can withdraw at any time. Staking. Withdraw at any time. So, once you have MetaMask installed, I'll show you what this looks like. You have to have MetaMask installed and you have to be logged in to be able to see this. But once you do, you can click on Smart Exchange. If you're not logged in, you won't see this the same. It looks differently. This is the exchange. So, currently, every proof of work weak hands token, P3D, is worth 0.0046 Ethereum. I currently have 71, which was just under a couple $100 yesterday. Yesterday, when I purchased this, it was at 40, and when I saw it, before I could get any purchase, it was at 43. So, as people buy and sell, you earn a dividend, basically. You can reinvest or you can withdraw instantly. You can sell your P3D tokens instantly. You just pay a 10% fee. So basically, at 46 Ethereum, when you sell, 10% of that, 4.6 is going to go to commissions. Or 0.00046 will go to commissions. So, if you come here, just to show you. Now, I reinvested this morning. Maybe it's sell. Okay. So already in the past 3 or 4 hours, I've made roughly about 41 cents. That's tied to the US dollar tether, which isn't exactly a dollar, but thereabout. I've made about 41 cents. This morning it was, I think, $1.30, I think it was. $1.30. Now, once you own 5 P3D tokens, you can set up a master node, which is kind of like a referral link. And anyone who signs up through and I'll put my master node link down in the description, but anyone who signs up through the description, basically what happens is you get a percentage, not a percentage of their tokens that they buy, you get a percentage of the fee generated. You get, I think it's 30.33% or 33% of the 30% of the dividends generated by that purchase. That's the dividends, not the actual. So if they invest $1,000, you're not getting 30% of that. You're getting 30% of the fee, which is a 10% fee. You're getting 30% of the 10% fee invested. So it's not a ton, but definitely would obviously add up over time. However, this is the neatest thing. Basically, if the price goes up, you get paid in Ethereum. And you can withdraw it at any point in time. You can come here and you go sell. You can sell your P3D tokens right now, or you can withdraw it right now into your MetaMask Ethereum wallet with no problem. You can see these transactions on the Ethereum blockchain with no problem. You go to you can go either through MetaMask, I believe the Explorer as well, and you can literally see the transactions as they take place on the Ethereum blockchain. It's super cool. You can reinvest, which is what I'm doing right now. And the amount that you get is variable based on the number of people buying and selling, because it's going to be depending on the amount of commissions generated, depending on the volume of transactions, how many people bought and how many people sold, and how many P3 tokens that you get. And again, this is very fascinating. They're kind of poking fun at Ponzi schemes. They're poking fun at cryptocurrency a little bit. They're poking fun at investment. plans. But at the same time, it's very serious. I mean, it's very serious. Like, they have created the neat thing about this is there's a huge incentive to hold. If you sell, you lose 10% automatically. And if you sell, you lose any potential dividends from other sellers or other buyers as people get in on this. But this right now is going up because people are just now, in fact, let's see, if you come to statistics, look at this. It's going up because people are buying. I got in yesterday. Look at today. This is already today. Today's not even finished. Like, people are buying. What's crazy is this main pool, which I'm assuming is the holders of the token, have also bought another 4% today. 3%, 4%, 3%. There's several people at 3%. Yesterday when I was looking at this, there wasn't that many holders, accounts holding that much. But people are buying today. This application has been made for entertainment purposes. It should be considered as such. No guarantees are given. So they're just, I mean, it's clear, it's kind of like Dogecoin. Dogecoin was set up to be a bit of a joke, but it's ended up being a real coin with real value. So this is fascinating. It's super cool. I am going to be reinvesting. I put a couple $100 in here. That's all I'm going to put in for now. And I'm probably going to just compound it up, and then I'll just start pulling out Ethereum. And you can pull out Ethereum every day if you want. You can pull out part of it. You can pull out all of it. You can pull out your tokens any single time you want. It's a fascinating concept. The best part is, from a cryptocurrency standpoint, they give you a strong incentive to want to hold onto the currency. And I believe that can add potentially price stability. The single biggest risk you got is a massive drop in value of this token. If the value of the token drops drastically, yes, you're going to get paid in some Ethereum. By the way, you don't get paid in tokens, you get paid in Ethereum. If the price drops drastically, and the reason you get paid in Ethereum is because it's happening on a smart contract. But you get paid in Ethereum if the price drops drastically. And in theory, if it drops steep enough, you're not getting enough Ethereum to make up for ultimate losses. But there's a substantial benefit. Again, if you withdraw your Ethereum that covers your P3D tokens, from that point forward, you can use your Ethereum to reinvest. And now you're getting free P3D tokens. It's just a very fascinating concept. I'm going to see where it goes. I don't know that I'm going to bring this in because you can start investing very small amounts. And yesterday I put in about just under $200. By this morning I was at $1.30. So that's a pretty good return, in a single day's time. So I love the fact that you can earn Ethereum from it. And I also hate that fact. I mean, I prefer Bitcoin, but Ethereum is where the smart contracts are. You can't do this kind of programming on Bitcoin. Somebody asked, well, how do you know who's setting the price? The market is buyers and sellers. This isn't like BitConnect or one of the lending platforms where you don't know what's going on. Everything is happening through a smart contract on an exchange. So it's completely transparent. You can see that. The single greatest risk would be the programming of the smart contract. But in the crypto space, everything is a risk. And this just looks like fascinating technology. I can't wait to see where this goes in the future. This kind of technology that they're using here is going to be incredible going forward. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment. I don't claim to be an expert, but I will definitely do my best to answer any questions that you may have. This is just fascinating. You definitely don't personally need to get involved with this if it's something you're not comfortable with. You don't need to do it at all. However, if nothing else, just watch, stay plugged into my channel, click that subscribe button, stay tuned, and you can just live vicariously through my crazy cryptocurrency follies. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. God bless.